Myla was a small sparrow living on the edge of the forest, where large and radiant creatures always drew every gaze. Compared to the proud eagle or the dazzling peacock, Myla was almost invisible. Her tiny wings, pale brown feathers, and weak song made many creatures dismiss her existence. Yet inside that fragile body lived a rare, steadfast heart. Myla did not envy the strength of others, nor did she complain about her fate. Each day, she quietly built her nest, searched for food, and cared for each egg with patient perseverance. To Myla, value did not lie in appearance or size, but in responsibility and the love she devoted to her small home. That silent belief prepared her to face the greatest trial of her life. That afternoon began peacefully, like any other, but the sky suddenly changed color. Heavy dark clouds rolled in, and fierce winds howled, signaling an unprecedented storm. Within moments, rain poured down like waterfalls, lashing against tree trunks and leafy canopies. The entire forest trembled, large branches snapped loudly, and many birds' nests were torn from their shelters. Myla's small nest, woven from dry grass and days of patience, could not withstand the force. A powerful gust swept everything away, hurling the nest into the mud. 3 eggs rolled from their fragile lining, crashing amid the chaotic rain and wind. When Myla dove down in despair, 2 were already shattered. Only 1 small egg remained, lying precariously in murky water, facing the danger of being swept away at any moment. In the midst of the roaring storm, Myla stood before a life or death decision. Instinct urged her to fly away and seek safe shelter, as the larger birds had done. By leaving that cold, soaked ground, she could save herself. But Myla's gaze fixed on the single remaining egg, trembling in the rushing water. If she left, it would surely be lost. Myla felt fear tighten around her chest, her wings heavy with rain, the cold seeping deep into her body. Even so, she did not turn away. Myla lowered herself, shielding the egg with her own body, as rain poured directly onto her back. Around her, other birds gradually disappeared into the storm. In that chaos, Myla's choice to stay was not born of strength, but of responsibility and love. That moment shaped the path she would follow to the very end, regardless of the outcome. Once she decided to stay, Myla allowed herself no pause. The egg was too heavy to lift, so she quickly changed her approach. Using her small feet, Myla dug into the soft mud, creating a hollow just deep enough to protect the egg from the rising water. Rain continued to fall relentlessly, weighing down her wings and making them tremble. From a nearby branch, mocking laughter rang out, claiming that a tiny creature like her could never succeed. Myla did not respond. She flew back and forth through the storm, gathering strands of grass, leaves, and bits of dry twigs that remained. Each flight sent pain through her body, the cold cutting deep into her bones. Night passed in utter exhaustion, yet layer by layer, a shield took shape. When dawn finally appeared, the egg still lay safely beneath the fragile, resolute covering, much like Myla's own will. When the storm passed, the forest fell into an eerie silence. Many birds mourned their broken nests and what they had lost. Amid the devastation, beneath layers of grass and dry leaves, Myla's egg remained safe. She curled beside it, utterly exhausted yet calm. Days passed as Myla waited patiently. Then a small crack appeared, followed by a faint sound. A tiny chick emerged, trembling but alive. The surrounding birds were stunned, especially those who had mocked her. From above, an old owl spoke, reminding all that strength does not lie in size or power, but in a heart that refuses to give up. From that moment on, Myla was no longer the small bird others dismissed, but a living testament to the value of perseverance and responsibility. Myla's story reminds us that true worth does not lie in outward strength, but in willpower and responsibility when facing adversity. When everything collapses, the strong are not always the victors, but those who dare to stay and refuse to give up. Perseverance can compensate for physical limitations, and love can create a strength far greater than fear. The story also teaches that no effort is meaningless, no matter how small. A quiet action, a right decision in a difficult moment, can change an entire future. In the end, Mila shows that those who are underestimated today can become symbols tomorrow, if they hold fast to their faith and keep moving forward, even when the path is filled with storms.